Proverbs chapter 10 and verse 1 tells us the Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son makes a father glad, but a foolish son is grief to his mother. So a wise son makes his father glad. And you know, that's really just common sense when you begin to think about that, but it is a wise proverb for the son, or the daughter for that matter, to understand that a wise son makes a father glad. You know, there's no doubt, it says right here, the Proverbs of Solomon, and Solomon was extraordinarily wise, had the most wisdom of anybody that the world has ever seen, of course, apart from Jesus himself. And so when we begin to think about that, no doubt David, his father, King David, saw the wisdom of his son Solomon, and as King David saw the wisdom of his son Solomon, no doubt it made his father David very glad. It made him a very happy man, understanding that one day that Solomon was going to become the king of Israel, become the king of God's chosen people, and then also one day that Solomon was going to be used, because God told him that Solomon was going to be used to build the temple. And it made David, no doubt, very glad that his son had that wisdom. And so when you look at your sons and you look at your daughters and you see their wisdom, you see the way in which God has blessed them with that wisdom, and they're using it and they're walking in it. No doubt everybody has momentary lapses of reasons and things like that, and we understand that. Kids are going to be kids, right? But when we look at the wisdom that God has given to them and we begin to understand, you know what? They're going to do great. They're going to succeed. They're going to excel. And it makes a father glad. Makes a mother glad as well. So when we look at this, it makes him extraordinarily glad. But a foolish son is grief to his mother. No doubt a foolish son is also grief to his father. The great grief and the great anguish that comes upon them. And of course, this is just natural. A father is going to be proud, while a mother, on the other hand, is going to be more likely the one to grieve if she doesn't see her son or daughter doing well, striving, being successful. Now, success doesn't mean that you have $1 million sitting in the bank account. May not have any money, but you're working, you're pushing forward. You're living a wise life. You're living a righteous life. You're living a godly life. For a godly mother who sees their child not living a godly life, she raised you in church, and today you have no desire for church, for things of God, it's going to break her heart. It's going to cause grief upon her, no doubt the father as well. And so let's think about that. Not a lot that the mother or the father can do about their adult child, but let's think about that. And live in the way in which we were raised to live. To bring honor to our mothers and fathers. Be the wise son or the wise daughter that makes them proud. So that's not the only reason that we want to serve God. The main reason we want to serve God is because He's worthy. And if you've been raised to know that He's worthy to serve, He's worthy to pursue. Your father and your mother raised you right, but even if they didn't, today you understand He's worthy. Then be wise and pursue Him. Because, friends, that's true wisdom.